Okay, so let's understand the scaffold code that we created earlier. Let's talk about the models first. So if you go to Atom, and if you go to app models post.rb, as you can see, there's not a lot of information here. So basically what it's defining the class post, and it's inheriting all the information from the application record. That's where it gets its instructions from, really. So I can show you how this works in the actual command line itself. So if you go to the terminal, just type in Rails C, press enter. This loads another terminal called the Rails console. So we can type in post, which is the name of our class, and then we can start interrogating the database using Ruby commands. Okay, so if we do post dot connection and just type in post dot find, so we've got a method, a Ruby method called find. So what this will do will find our first post that we made. It'll give us an ID of 1, the title, the body. It's got a created at and updated at fields as well. The selected posts from posts is basically SQL. So this is how it's get the information from the database itself. There's also other commands that we can use, like post.all, so that gets all the records from our database. We've got post.last. Obviously that gets the last post from the database. So there's different methods that we can use using Ruby to interrogate the database. Okay, so that's the model. Let's go on to the controller now, the posts controller. So the controller uses plurals, so posts, and the model uses singular, which is a post. Okay, so we've got different control actions, also known as RESTful Rails. So we've got the index action, which shows all the posts. So obviously post.all that we did before, that shows all the posts that we have in the database. If you see the at symbol, that basically means it's an instant variable, which means it's accessible in the view template as well. Show posts is basically a way of showing individual posts. We've got the new action and the create action, which go together. So basically this is like a new resource, so it's basically waiting to be created, and so the new action basically presents a form, and then the create action creates a new record based on what we've actually put into the actual form itself. We've got edit and update as well. So like new and create, edit and update actions go together. So edit again provides a form which we can update, and then basically when we update it, it gets passed to the update action, and that's where it gets updated and saved. Okay, we've got the destroy action as well, which basically destroys the post and then redirects it to the index. We've got something called post params as well. This is basically a Rails security feature. So as you can see, by typing in the scaffolding command, it gives us a lot of code to work with. It's very straightforward and very easy to understand. Okay, excellent. So let's go back onto the Trailboard. Let's just go through the stuff that we've learnt so far on the scaffolding code. So to connect to the Rails console, just type in Rails C, and then we can start interrogating the database using some Ruby commands like post.find, post.last, post.all, and we've got different control actions such as index, show, new, edit, update, create, and destroy. And we've got the params as well, so we've got Rails post params. So this is basically like a Rails security feature. Excellent. So in the last video, what we'll do, we'll take our microblog app and we'll connect it to Heroku so that everyone can use it. Okay.